On first proper day, first working day at the club, we brought the weather for you as well. How was that for you out there in Fort George?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Honestly, I'm not just saying that. It's the worst day we've had in weather. Got up there and it was blowing a gale and the snow was blowing and I realised that this morning. We had sort of designed the training yesterday, but when I woke up this morning, I seen the weather, got right in there, and Dunk was on the same wavelength, saying we need to shorten the training, bring it in shorter, so nice and sweet. We explained that to the players, and they gave it everything that they've got, enthusiasm and the spirit once again. Then, there's a couple of balls blowing away, and I'm going to get the balls just to feed them back into the training, so you're standing from afar looking in, and I think you're not watching, instead of being right on top of them, so you're looking and you're seeing, someone I've not taught, I'm seeing great skill and great feet, and who's that guy and what's this, and I'm trying to put names to faces, and you're seeing great bits of skill within the training and all that stuff, and you're going, oh aye, although the spirit's there and the enthusiasm, these boys can play as well. And then the snow come, and then, I made the amateur mistake of being downwind when the hailstones come, and I'm getting absolutely battered, and I looked up and I seen Big Duncan back to the wind. Very, very clever. I'll not get caught like that again. And well done, Dunk, and we come out of that, went into a bigger area, and then the boys are getting tackles in, and not one complaint, and got battered in and see through it all. I turned around, seen the goalkeepers, and they're covered in mud and diving about, and it's no muddy and windy enough for them, and I had the biggest smile on my face ever, and saying, this is what it's all about. For a simple reason, I appreciate what I'm doing, I appreciate the opportunity, and I appreciate my health, being out there and be able to do something that you love with a smile on your face and breathing in the air and the snow. And I just went, absolutely fantastic, this is absolutely brilliant. And as I say, the effort and the commitment of the players even made it even better.
You said on Tuesday when you met the players you got a good feel for the dressing room as well. Now you've seen them in the kind of working environment, and it hasn't changed your opinion?
No, definitely no. And I was really prized with the training facility. I was, I heard that was the first time I seen it, and I went up and I went, this is okay, this is big enough for everything that you need and want to do, and you can move about in areas and all that stuff, and this is better than most that I've been at. So I'm grateful and thankful for that as well. And as you say, these boys, they don't complain. I think that a lot of them, have come through the football fraternity, and they've been let go for one club and they're trying to find their way, and then they've all come together at Inverness, and they really appreciate that opportunity to go and play football in the SPL. And I think that's the secret of the success at this moment, that opportunity. And that's what I says in the dressing room. It wasn't until I left, I finished football and I looked back at my career, and I played with, Celtic and Hibs and all that stuff. And yet, when I was in that Falkirk dressing room as a player, that was the best time. The dressing room was the best dressing room I was in for spirit. It was absolutely fantastic. And some of the characters and the way we trained and the way we socialised with each other, it was fantastic. So much so, most of my friends in football, my good friends in football, close friends, are for that Falkirk dressing room. And that's the message I'm trying to put into this dressing room. It's important that you don't look back. It's important that you seize it right at this moment in time and use it as fuel and go and play your football on that. There's a real togetherness, and that was evident in the way they trained, that's for sure.
St Mirren on Saturday for us. I believe you're going to take a bit of a back seat. You'll watch on the stand.
Yeah, right at this moment in time, I'll sit in the stand, because it's important. I'm just wanting the boys to go out and express themselves. There's no pressure on them because the new manager's there, so just sit back, let them go out and do their business. And as I said yesterday in an interview, there'll be times we'll take seconds, but will be the best seconds you'll ever take, and that's the sort of mindset I want my boys to go and play on. But most important, go and be a free spirit. You can use any sport, and I actually used the analysis of the day, the Crouch in the boxing match at the weekend. I felt Crouch had too much pressure on him, and he tied himself up and he wasn't letting go. Where Groves let him go. Any golfer, Groves, was free spirit, let himself go. Any golfer, when they start getting tight and you can't swing, and it's the same with footballers. Go and express yourself. Go and, you're footballers. Go and make a mistake. Go and get on the ball. Go and enjoy your football. Go and smile. Go and laugh. Because I know 9 times out of 10 what we've talked about in the effort and the commitment, and that's a given. I'm not going to ask for that. If you've not got that, don't put the strip on. go and express yourself. Doesn't guarantee you're going to win a football match, but that's when you're at the best. And that's the way I like to manage, so hopefully that will be the case Saturday. And if that means me stepping back and let them go, you know, there's no new manager, I have to impress, I have to try too hard. No, you don't. Just go and do what you're doing. Might not win the football match, but I think that's when, as a footballer, individually, collectively, that's when I think you're at your best. So hopefully that will be the case Saturday.
And certainly the team have been doing that in the last couple of weeks. They're unbeaten in the last couple of games as well, and they've been going out there and doing just exactly what you said there, you know, expressing themselves.
Yeah, and as I say, you know, with just carrying on the great work that Terry's left behind. Usually you feel, you know, when a new manager, when a manager leaves and Duncan took over, I'm quite sure Duncan says, come on, we need to do it, we need to keep this going. So there's that extra incentive to keep going, and you know, it's the same again, you know, let's keep going again, but it doesn't guarantee. So, you know, I'm fully aware that I don't want to put too much pressure on them, you know, being a new manager and I have to try too hard. You know, it'll happen, and hopefully it'll happen on Saturday. As you say, St Mirren, a team that's going very well at the moment, two guys in charge that I've got great respect for. You know, Tommy Craig, in fact, was my coach coming through all my badges, through the SFA and all that stuff. A guy that sometimes I go to as well, you know, a real good lad that, you know, I get to know him, and you know, you can always ask advice there with Tommy, and a real good coach. And Danny, you know, a good friend of mine, and you know, they're going well at the moment. They've sort of created that siege mentality. So, and I know about their players, Big Thompson up top, and McGowan, and played with Gary Teal when I was a kid at Ayr United, you know, and I like, you know, if I'm picking one out, I'd like to pick out McGregor, the centre back, who's had two real bad knee injuries. You know, he come back for the knee and it went again, or I think it might have been his other one. I might be wrong on that, but you don't wish that on anyone. So it's nice to see these guys back playing their football. But come Saturday, you know, there'll be no quarter ask or given. We'll roll the sleeves up and all that'll be put aside, and we'll be going out there to go and pick up 3 points. Why? Because we want to come up in that bus singing and happy with smiles on our faces, coming back up to Inverness, and yeah, that's another 3 points. Keep the momentum going.
Excellent stuff. Cheers.